my fashion dolls. It is Fierce Female Friday, September 2nd, and welcome to another episode of Style by Stevie. Now, our very special guest today has been on the show previously. I think it would have been back in 2021, but he is joining us today to talk about his new music and upcoming projects. Joining me today, ladies and gentlemen, we have Ja Nicholson. So let me share this live with him to let him know that we are on. I hope you guys are all doing fabulous this Friday. It has been an amazing week. We've had to change some things up and get some things done, but I'm super excited to see what the month of September has to bring. We are now in a new month, which means new opportunities and greater things. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the new fashions this week. I had to change it up. It is now fall, winter months. So without further ado, let's welcome our special guest again, because he's been on the show previously. Well, that would have been back in 2021 again. But he's here to join us today. We have Ja Nicholson, ladies and gentlemen. Let me add him. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. Welcome to the Dollhouse. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. It is such a pleasure to have you here. So before we get back into the swing of things, because we spoke back in 2021, 2020, around that time.
Yeah, I was doing
Yes, you were telling us what your visions and what you plan for. So how has 2022 this year have been treating you so far?
so far. It's been good. I have some things in work. My album actually comes out very soon. So yes.
Right. So you have been in the studio cooking up. I knew you were cooking up something because the last time we spoke at the end of the interview, I said around the mid-interview, he's going to come out with something. You kind of gave us some stuff. So tell us a little bit of what we can expect from this project.
And with this project, expect diversity. Because I do sing and I rap. So I'm adding both concepts to the album. It's the album is based off of heartbreak. You get in sexual vibes and you get in the whole I don't give a fuck type of attitude as well, all in one. So the album is called Three Sides to a Story. So each side has its own personality, and that's basically what I'm giving. But this first album is just an introduction to all three sides of me.
Okay. So you're being versatile. You're giving us a little bit of everything on this particular project. What inspired about this change for this project?
What inspired it was literally the inspiration was when I broke up with my ex-fiance, when we had broken apart. That's where the album began at. And my first song was I actually sat there and wrote the song while he was laying right next to me. And it was about him. But he also added the first part of the chorus, which he contributed to the song. So not knowing that it was about him at the time, and then realized after, yeah. So that's where it started. And then I tapped into my whole rapping side that I never knew was there. Never thought I would ever be considered a rapper. And it really sparked something. So I'm like, hey, I'm continuing with it, and it works. And then so that's like I said, that's the I don't give a fuck side. Like one of the songs on the album is actually a diss record. So that's where that energy comes from. And then I was like, well, you know what? I do want to throw a little bit of my sexual side in there too. So that's a whole different personality. And I came up with all of these by, I say I have three sides to me because one, I am a Gemini and I'm on the cusp of Cancer. So
Okay.
I have romantic. I have that whole, and these first, I say this, with all three of my personalities, they are totally different because one part of me is shy, part of me is outgoing, and then the other part is just, yeah, crazy. So I'm like, and everybody tells me this, when I get mad, I look totally different. And you would never
I've
expect.
never seen it.
And so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I got 3 different sides to me, so why not bring them to life?
What would you say this project has taught you about love? Greatest lessons of love that you spoke about this from experience.
Oh, this project has really taught me about love. That you know, not well, I've always had that drive to keep going with love, but it really taught me what I really want and what not to settle for. So,
Okay. Okay. What was the process like recording this project? Because I know it can take a lot out of you speaking from life's experiences and so much more.
um, it didn't take a lot, but it was it was great because recording songs that I've made, like this is my first album, first time like in studios and everything, first time recording, so it was a learning experience of learning what like my voice for one, playing around with my voice, playing around with ad libs and all of that. But it was very fun. I love the studio. I love recording, and for one, I do love to sing. So, like recording my own music and then hearing it back and playing it. Two of my songs are actually on all streaming platforms. Yes, they are. So I'm excited about that. And like hearing it, like I be playing it and playing it for people. It feels so good to like be like I have music out. So now that I'm about to have a full album out, that's going to be amazing.
How does it feel to have your album out? You've been working so hard diligently because it's been a minute since we spoke. You've
Yeah,
been working on this project diligently. How does it feel to have this project finally come out?
it feels great. Like just seeing all of the seeing everything that's going on with it and just the process itself. And it's just, I can say I've been so tired. And it has really played a toll. Like, I see what artists go through with creating an album. It's no joke.
Yeah.
Like, and this is what I want to do. So I'm like, hey, I'm preparing myself. This was the first of many that's gonna come, but it's amazing, and I'm like, I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I'm ready to make this basically my full time thing.
And it's coming. I can't wait to see this project to be released. When can we expect it?
I would say next month. It'll be out next month.
Okay, my birthday month, October. All right.
So yeah, I made that final decision of releasing it next month.
And we
Um,
have to wait. I can't wait to see. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I like it, but I do have, and I have some major things in the works. Because you do know, like I have my film business and everything. Yes. So that is we're getting that off the ground. But I've also we're adding on to the business a music label. So I'll be having my own music label, but with with my vision for it is because the reason because being an independent artist it is tough.
Yes.
Firsthand, I decided not to go with the label. I'm not gonna go with the label. I just rather do it myself because I wanted to have total free reign over my creativity. I don't want no one telling me or branding me how they want me to be. I want to brand myself. So with my music label, it's going to be pretty much artist brand. I want the artists to bring me their vision, and we're going to create their brand around their vision and their creativity.
So for you, how does it feel to have that full-fledged creative control over managing your artists under your label and everything?
It's going to be great. I can't wait till we are able to really start getting it in process because right now it's just we done the behind the scenes stuff. So we're just trying to work and make sure that everything's gonna go in flow. I want to say by next year we'll have everything fully up and running. But for myself, I'm having total free reign over my creativity. It's amazing. Like I do all my graphics. I do all of everything as myself. So yeah,
All coming together for fruition. When we last spoke, we talked about manifestation and what you put out there, and I'm so proud of you to see that this is now coming together full circle. I can't wait to see you behind the scenes. How does it feel to be able to manage other artists from you being able to take creative direction and uh, uh, constructive criticism, being an independent artist, now for you being able to be on the other side? How does that feel for you?
it feels good because starting my career pretty much I was branding myself, I was promoting myself, doing all that, and it is tough. Like I've gotten to the point where I had to. I'm like at this point I'm looking for a manager myself because I can't do both, create and manage. So and I never wanted to get like for me, um, with my music label, it's gonna be pretty much they're gonna have their own manager. I'm just in charge of it. I don't want to manage somebody's career. That's not my forte. My forte is just being the creative one. So I will have a manager. I will have an A&R. I have all of that in place. And hopefully, like I said, by next year we'll have everything up and going. The name of it is Self Warrior Records. That's the name of my music label. So I'm excited.
I'm happy for you. Congratulations. This is a big achievement. So you have been really working. So how are you going to find that balance with working on your projects and then having the label and everything? Because this, I'm pretty sure you got it. Like it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Are you ready
Yeah,
for it?
it definitely is. I am ready. By then, because with this first album, I've pretty much been through the struggles and I know what to do. So
Yeah.
with my, because trust me, I will have my hands in many things. Cause like I said, I do have my film production as well. So how I will balance it is, of course, I'll be creating, I'll be doing what I do. I've learned to multitask this long, so I feel it's gonna be a great balance with everything.
Trust me, I've been there. I know what it's like to have to multitask and wear different hats and balance it all out. Trust me, you got this. And again,
Oh,
congratulations. This is awesome. You have really been working on it. I'm proud of you. Because when we last spoke, I'll never forget it. I said, manifestation, something is coming. You kind of gave us a foreshadow of what's coming, and look at you. So let's talk 2023. You've got the project drop, you've got your label drop. What can we expect? Because the months are going out fast, and
oh
before
yeah,
you know it, you look around, it'll be 2023. So, what
yeah.
can we predict is going to happen with job in the future of 2023 music?
In 2023, you could definitely expect more from me. I do know I already have my next couple albums set up of how I want them to go. Yeah, like I plan ahead, so I already have that in mind of what I'm doing for my next 3 albums after this one. So that's gonna be really fun and exciting. You're gonna, like I said, like this album, the first one is diving into. I'm just giving you an introduction to each personality. The next 3 albums after this will be pretty much each personality gets their own album at that point. So this is just a teaser of the personalities. This album. The next 3 you're gonna get each personality is gonna have their own album pretty much.
Okay, okay. So, you like me, we both like to plan ahead and make sure that everything is booked in advance and set up. You've already did it. And I'm pretty sure that you're going to come out with visuals. When can we expect visuals for the project?
Visuals from this project, you'll see visuals by December for this one. I'm in the works of that right now. And then as 2023 rolls in, you'll see more visuals and more from me. And by me having that whole actor experience and having that as well with me,
Yeah.
expect a lot of that to fall into my music as well and my visuals because I'm all about stories. I love my visuals to tell a story. I love my music to tell a story. So in each song, you're gonna get the story vibe off of it.
Okay. Okay. for you as an actor and as a creative and as a visual, it's all going to come together full circle. So I can't wait to see what you're going to bring to this project. Because I've listened to the first one when you dropped it off. It's like, okay. So he's turning it up a notch in this one. When you opened up in the beginning of the interview, you let us know what you've experienced, your life's lessons, and that comes to go. So I can't wait to see what is
Yeah,
coming.
and the first visual will be from my song "Lights On."
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I kind of got an idea.
I'm telling you, if you heard the song, if you've seen the sneak peek of the song on my page, you know what the song entails. So this video is definitely, I'm bringing the heat out the gate.
All right. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. So what else can people expect in the future? Can we expect more acting? You've got the label, you've got the project.
Okay, now with the acting, you definitely can expect that. I actually have a few projects written right now. Me and my team, we're right now trying to just get everything together, figure out which one we want to do. I do know I have a short film that's probably going to be our first project that comes out. It's mind blowing. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give too much away on that one, but expect it to be like a wow factor.
Okay. Okay. I see you all are just coming in. Welcome, welcome, Fashion Dolls. TGIF. We are here with John Nicholson, musician, a little bit on his new project coming out. So you guys just have to stay tuned. Catch the replay if you guys have missed it. So much. If you have any questions for myself or John, feel free to type them in the questions. Hi, Chanel. Welcome. TGIF, my love. We are here. So, manifestation, what else are you envisioning for yourself in the future? Because we talked about this last time.
Yes, now in the future, I do see a lot going on because not only do I do music and acting, um, I still have my other creative side of being a photographer, videographer, um, cosmetologist as well. So all of those will foresee in the business as it comes. And now I'm also a new thing I'm dabbling in is makeup and nails. So, oh yeah, I like to be full circle. I like to. The reason being why for one, I love hair. I've always had a passion for hair, and now I've been when going to cosmetology school. I found the love. I found the interest in makeup and nails. So I was like, and then I thought about it too. It's needed in all my businesses, like with
Yeah.
acting, photography, all of that. So I wanted to get into it myself, so that way I'll know what's needed, like how it's supposed to go. I like everything to flow perfectly. I don't like no mistakes. I don't like no errors, and I want it how I want it to be. So that way I can go to this person and say, "Look, this is the look I need." Bam, do it.
And you have, again, that creative control and that artistic ability. How does that feel for you to be able to put it into your art?
Word can't even describe the happiness I feel when it comes to that because I've always like being a part of stuff, I've always had to go off of what people want and what people, even with jobs, you know. So being that I have total free reign of my creativity and who I want to be in my business with my music and everything, because trust me, you have people who try to tell you, oh, what you should do, you should do
Yeah.
it this way, you should do it that way. I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, I got to say something. You can suggest it, you can, okay, cool, but I got to say something. I do what I want to do with my creativity.
Right. And it's your vision. You bring it to life. This is your story that you tell it, making it come to life with your creativity and
And all of my music is off of my story. Like every song that you will hear is really what I've gone through, experiences, all of that. So like I tell you, no one can tell my story but me. So
that's
it's
absolutely
I get I get to tell it how I want to tell it.
and no limits. It feels good to be able to tell your story from your experience, your creative control, your vision, your ability to be able to put it out there and impact the next person's life, next person's life. So that's that beautiful.
Yes, and all of my music is relatable. Like my friends, like the last song that isn't out yet, and it probably won't be out until the album comes out. But that song, I even asked my friend. I said, "Do you think it's relatable?" She said, "Hell yeah." So I'm like, that's what, and that, like, I like hearing that because everyone who's heard it says that's a vibe, that's a hit. So I'm like, good, thank you. So I'm ready. I'm ready for everyone to be able to hear the full album and get a real gist of what's to come, and to basically introducing myself to everyone. So,
And not only that, but who you are as a person since you've changed from the
oh yeah,
situations you've been through, love, so much more in life, experience, and you get to know who you are. That's a blessing.
oh yeah.
Do we have any questions for myself or Job, ladies and gentlemen? Such a great conversation. We are dishing on his new projects and what he's coming up with, his artistic abilities, and so much more. He's been working since we last spoke. We did our interview back in 2021. So what we're doing here on the show is we're bringing back some of our previous guests and catching up with them because it's been a minute since we spoke with them, and we're almost out of the month. So before you know it, you look around, 2023 will be here. So it's amazing to catch up with my former guests that I've had on the show to see what they've been up to. He has been working consistently, and I've been seeing it here on the ground with your hair artistry, so much more, and it's beautiful. And to see it all come together, like your vision, it's going to be even better. So I'm proud. Welcome back, Paterno. We are here with Ja. Do we have any questions for him? My question for you is now you've mentioned, working in short films and projects. When can we see a Ja film production? Can we see you behind the lens pretty soon, producing your own films and TV shows?
Yes, in 2023, you will definitely see that.
Yeah.
I do predict, and it's a great prediction that by summer of next year, my first film will be dropping.
Don't even give us any more details. Just give us. Stay tuned, you guys. Make sure y'all are following. Make sure you're following because this is what it's about. It's about being able to have that balance to be able to do both. Now, I've interviewed so many artists and so many of them loving your interview. Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad. I try to give a mix of everything here on this platform, from music to fashion to beauty. I try to give a mix of everything. These are things that people love. So I can't wait to see this whole journey come together. And again, I can't stress it enough. I'm very, very proud of you because this is big. This is big. To now have your own label, to now have creative control. And it feels good. I tell this, a lot of independent artists are just like, I want to be able to have my input, my vision come to life as well. And if you do your research, if you follow up and you do what you do, you'll be able to do it as well too. It's not that hard. I'm telling you. So, do we have any questions for Ja or myself, ladies and gentlemen? This is such a great interview and conversation. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the interviews throughout the week. We got some more great guests coming on throughout the month of September. And my birthday month is next month. So, you guys have to stay tuned for that to see who's coming on in October. So, but if we don't have any questions, I'm going to let Ja close it out. What are your final thoughts and what advice would you give to up and coming artists out there? Because you've done the work, you've done the research, you've done everything you needed to do, and it's all coming together in fruition.
And what advice I would have, I tell this to anybody, anybody who has a dream, anybody who's working on anything, don't give up. Like keep
Yes.
going, as no matter how hard it looks, no matter how many no's, how many failed projects you have. Because trust me, uh, like I said, I have many stories that's been written, for my film business. Literally, I've had hiccups with both of them. Like we've had to the point where we've gotten half of the movie filmed, and then we get people just dropping left and right. So, you know, I tell people it gets discouraging. You're gonna have those issues. You're gonna have any project that you're working on. You're gonna have those either naysayers. You're not gonna have everybody backing you, and you're just gonna have people just ride your coattail. So all I say is just you gotta identify who's for you, who's not, and also just know the vision that you have. Don't let no one change you. Don't let nobody take you off your path of your vision. Keep going with it. Because that's what I had to do. I had to learn that. Because trust me, there's been times I'm like, bruh, I've been mad. I've been upset. I've wanted to just be like, yeah, this ain't it. But even with my music, like, you know, I've had those times where I didn't feel like writing, but I'm like, you got to get it done. So I just say, keep it going. Don't stop. It's all going to come together when it's supposed to.
Yeah. On God's divine timing. You
Oh, yeah.
believe and you
Not
put
on
all
that
the
time.
benefits. Yes, on his timing. So you manifest it, you put it out there in the universe, write it down, create yourself a vision board. It will all come together full circle.
Oh, yeah.
My paternal says, you better have a glow, bruh.
That glow don't go nowhere.
All right, fashion dolls. If we don't have any other questions, let everyone know where they can follow you and expect the project. Check it out.
Yeah. So you can follow me on Instagram. My name is is my artist name, jdynamic_Versace. Well, there's a story behind my name too.
All right. You got to listen to this project to find out everything about him, ladies and gentlemen. You can tell more through the music. I'm really
Oh,
telling you.
I do have a fun fact though. Well, my last name Versace is definitely a well-known name. We all know that. But
Yes.
for me, actually my artist name was just J Dynamic at first. But I told myself, I was like, you want a last name. You want to have like a meaning to like your name. So Versace is my house name. I'm in the house of Versace. So I giving homage to my house with that name.
Okay. And we know all about the ballroom scene and the houses and everything. I'm definitely familiar with Balenciaga, Versace, all of the houses.
Oh yeah.
All
So
right,
yes.
folks. So make sure you guys are following Ja here. Please go and check out this new project. The release date is posted earlier in the interview, so you got to watch the whole thing. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. He's already given us so much. So you guys got to go back and check out the interview to find out everything. So make sure you guys follow him, go and support, and check out these upcoming projects. And it was good catching up with you. You got to do this.
Yes. It was good. I'm glad we had this catch up session. I definitely enjoyed.
All right, fashion dolls, you guys be safe and enjoy y'all's Friday. Next week, we got some more amazing, fabulous guests coming on. I might be a few previous guests that we've had on. You never know. So you guys have to stay tuned here. I love you all, and you guys be safe. And please go follow and support John. Check out Jay Diamond. Check out his music. Go download it, stream it, all of that, and so much more to support. I love
It's on
you
all
all.
platforms.
Yes, on all streaming platforms. So make sure you guys go and stream it, check it out. And this interview will be up on Style by Stevie Daytime. So head on over to YouTube and subscribe. And it will be here on iTunes. So in case you missed anything, you can go back and watch it. All right, fashion dolls. We will see you Monday. You guys be safe this Memorial Day weekend out there and take care. I love you all. Y'all take care.